This time, we're doing the post lift live. Something doing it for a little bit, but something newer we've been trying to add. A little post lift live. Um, let's see. It's a little after 1. So it's good. We got some food, but before that, we had some. It was very very intense training. Um, the first 2 exercises. Um, the third exercise modified it. Just same exercise, just lowered the weight. My left arm has been getting in the last at the dungeon. We did a tremendous amount of left hand bully strap. So if you don't know the bully strap, it's pretty much it's like an overload setup. Um, Now, when I say similar to the bands, like hooking up a band to someone, it's similar, but only in theory, it's completely different. But it's good. So let's see. Let me pull up the YouTube on the old tablet. Make sure we got sound. Let's see. Let's see. Yep, we got sound. So we got some sound. Martin, what's up, man? He says, "Yo, yo, yo." What's up, man? He says, "How you doing, man? I'm doing good. How you doing?" Just got done. Full house in the labyrinth. A good workout. Let's see. Who was it? It was myself, Sailor Brian, Mike, Bill. 5 people. So I don't think that's the record, but I think it might have tied. It might have tied for second for most people in the open gym. So it was a good workout. Um, he says just chilling at work, seafood place. Oh, very cool. That's good. Martin says sounds like fun, man. Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah, it was a very very intense training. Um, yeah, it was very intense. So it's good. That's just what we need on a heavy day. Team is getting stronger, so I'm excited. Speaking of the teammates, Brian was there for the training. What's up, Brian? I don't know if it's just the fact that it got a little warmer out, but some reason, I mean, my arms feel sore, but I was expecting them to be, like throbbing pain for a while, but they feel pretty decent right now. Brian says, "Bro, thumbnail looks like you're crying." LOL. I'm not sure. It's supposed to be the picture of the Stone TV logo and with the post lift live, but it sounds like it took a picture of my face right in the middle of when I was crying. That is funny. Well, I guess I'll have to see what it looks like after this video because I did not take a picture. That's something that YouTube did by itself. That is very interesting. Good old YouTube. Brian says best thumbnail ever. Like clickbait, you're gonna tell us some sad news. That is funny. I'm gonna have to see this picture because that's funny. That is real funny. But sorry to disappoint, guys. I don't have any sad news. If anyone's watching solely for that reason, if they're looking to hear some sad news, that is funny. Ryan says, when I saw it, I was like, OMG, what happened? Oh, sorry for the false alarm. I still have no idea what the picture looks like. Is it, is it, it's got to be from today. I don't have any pictures saved. I haven't taken any pictures of myself crying lately. So it's got to be from when I was making, that must be my typing face, my thinking face. That is funny. Brian, I know you don't have Facebook. Well, I don't know. You guys are. I think you said you're out doing something. But I say if you can have Sailor's got Facebook. If you screenshot it, um, Brian says you're wiping tears away with your finger. What the heck's going on? I don't even know. Maybe I definitely wasn't crying, guys. That's funny. That is funny. Martin says that was a cherry on top. Haha, I was pretty convinced. I'm the only person in this chat that hasn't seen this picture yet. I'm very curious if anyone can screenshot it and send me the picture. I wonder. My first thought is it's probably AI. Yep, here's Brian. Yo,
Hey.
you got the you have the
Dude,
picture? You have like a different phone or something?
oh yeah, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I got to see that, man. It's funny.
That is
It's
funny,
so,
Mark.
it is so convincing, dude.
To be honest, I have no idea. I did not take a picture. I tried to put the thumbnail up, but I'm curious to see. Martin says,
Yeah,
"Wait till you
usually
see,
I
bro."
don't know, man. Maybe I don't know what happened. Hold on a second. Let me I'm gonna set my tripod up here.
Uh,
You don't think it looks like that?
Hold on.
maybe I
What,
was.
like tier?
No, on the thumbnail.
It won't let me go to it.
Uh,
It shows me like that.
oh, you know what? Maybe the thumbnail is live. Maybe like you were maybe you were doing this right when like itching your eye right when I saw it and I clicked on it because the one she just showed me was just you sitting there.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So how
That is interesting.
the thumbnail is live? That's weird.
I'm glad you guys got a good laugh. And sorry for the false alarm. I mean, I might have been doing some crying, after training when you guys left.
Yeah, yeah, me too. That
Yeah,
was intense.
but I'm surprised. I feel for the way I was feeling, I feel pretty good right now.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. My left is just my brachialis, but that's been like that since that practice where I hit against you real hard. So
Yeah, that was a
that's
twanger.
like, yeah. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I'm stupid sometimes.
That's right.
Need Doc
Should
here to tell
have.
me how to.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We're a team. We'll get there as a team.
I'm like, oh, I can't put my phone. I can't put my phone
Vertical.
right up in the tripod, and then I realized I bought the one with the ball for a reason.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not so smart sometimes.
still got gym brain. Still lingering gym brain.
Yeah, that was a session. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was. We got some
Yeah,
weighted pull ups in.
yeah, I was surprised with that because I haven't done anything like that in a long time. I didn't expect. I thought I'd get like, you know, 4 or 6 or something with the 25 pounds, and I'm like, oh, I'll try these plates. 6 with the plate, but I mean, partial range, but whatever.
That's right. That's good. That's great for an arm wrestler.
I kind of just go full, like I did biceps and triceps yesterday. I did biceps full range, but lightweight just for arm health, or like Giannis would say, arm health.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like for actual strength exercises, I just keep it within that arm wrestling range.
Yeah. I feel you. I've been training more specialized as well, especially with the heavy stuff. Well, you've been there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was happy though. Like I mean, man, I'm telling you, after that second, not after the first set of the side pressure, I was like, oh man, this is bad. And then after a couple sets, I was like, dude, if the workout keeps going like this, I was like, I don't know, I can't tap out, but like I don't know if I can finish. Like I like just but and I would kicked out of the gym. Yes, yeah, she said I'd be kicked out.
Very true. I
I
almost
was
got
like,
kicked out today.
yeah. Said, man, I might be able to make it through the side pressure, but if the other exercises feel the way that these first two felt, oh my days, man, I would be. But it got better after that.
Yeah, definitely.
But I hit good enough. I did. I mean, I let's see. I PR'd on the. I don't know about PR, but like the back pressure, I felt really good on that one. Uh, the side pressure, I hit the same numbers that I was hitting before, but that thing takes a long time to develop. Um, the pronation exercise, I PR'd on the left. It was 70 with chains, double chains for 2. I couldn't even lift it on the right. So, I mean, that's way better than I did last time. So yeah, I'm real happy with that.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was definitely a good day. We
Yep.
got Est. He says, "What's up, Sir Brian?"
Oh, yes. Sayla wants
Lucky
to say hi.
Hi, Est.
and Lucky. Don't forget Lucky.
Oh, Lucky's in there too. What's up, Lucky?
Lucky. Hi, Lucky.
Oh, I gotta set up. I'm gonna get ganged up on by both of them because I gotta set up Sayla so they can play Switch together.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Mario Kart or something. I don't know. I just mentioned Mario Kart.
No, it is Mario.
It is Mario Kart. Oh man, I'm gonna sneak in there sometimes.
Is that like more of a Game Boy? Is that more like a PlayStation? The
It's
Switch.
like the yeah. It's like Nintendo's newest console or whatever, or you know their console. So you can like, there's a dock. You can put it in the dock, and then you can play it on the TV, or you can take it off, and there's like, and then you put the controllers on it, so you can play it like a Game Boy
Oh, so
type
that's
thing.
cool. So it's
Yeah,
both.
you can. Yeah, you can take it places into, you know, that type of thing.
Ah,
It's
that's
cool
pretty
though. They,
cool.
you know, they have their own games and stuff. Mario Kart. They, there's a new one out too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Um, I used to play a lot of. I think if it wasn't Mario Kart, it was Super Smash when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
say not Sailor. Yeah, that game's popular, dude.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I kind of suck at that game. Casey wrecks me in that game.
That is funny. What what character did you play as? You remember? Do you have like a certain character or
Yeah. I can't remember either. I'll have to ask him. Oh, Strider was pretty good. Uh, who did I use? Because I sucked at it, so I ended up finding a guy that I could like beat him with, like frustrate him with or whatever. I can't remember though. But like it's weird because that game, it's like whatever direction you push does a different move. You know, like
oh yeah.
so for me, I'm like just doing this, so I'm like just flying all over, and then you know they knock me off. I can't get the thing with my problem was I couldn't like do the jumping right to get back to the platform when there's edges, the ones with where you could fall
Oh,
off. I just die like, oh, if there was edges where you could fall off, I'm like, I'm not playing this level. I'll just die.
that is funny. Yeah, it was a good game. I can't remember the name of the character, but when I was a kid, some reason there was like this character that had a baseball bat. He was like a little
Okay.
baseball player. That's all I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's like 100 characters in that game. It's crazy. Like I spent all day playing it with them one day, and I couldn't even figure out who the hell. And they're all characters from games, from Nintendo games throughout their whole, you know, history. And I'm like, I grew up with Nintendo. I don't remember any of these, you know, whatever. But yeah, that's a fun one.
Definitely true. Definitely true. But S says, "Where do you live, Brian?" And somewhere on the East Coast of the United
Yeah.
States. Pretty close
I
to
moved
me,
to
within driving distance.
float around.
Yeah.
I almost lived in the labyrinth today because I almost didn't make it. I almost passed out.
You should have. If you're gonna pass out, at least wait till we get the heat back. But yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you.
Dude,
I
my
was
left was dying. I was like, man, this is like the most pain. It might have been the most pain I felt, like toothache pain that I felt from not from arm wrestling, from training. And
Yeah, I agree. It almost felt. I kept on thinking, I'm like, man, it feels like I'm just starting. Like, you know what I mean? Like a first timer again.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
which is good. Making the stimulus to get those
yeah,
ligaments and tendons stronger.
yeah. That's the next level. You are just starting. You're just starting the next level, right?
Yep, exactly. It's about time. 5, 6 years. That's when the next phase starts.
Yeah,
I usually say, at least for me, it was like there was like a 1 year, a 3 year, where I noticed, like, man, I really noticed that my joints are stronger. Like I can really tell,
yeah,
but it was interesting.
yeah, yeah. I felt very, just for a while. I just felt like the same. I felt in the beginning, I felt like I was getting stronger very fast, rapidly. I mean, even like 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, I'd be like, oh, wow. And then you get to a point and it's like, oh, but at that time I was just arm wrestling and I wasn't really doing arm wrestling specific. I didn't have a table or anything. So the weights were, you know, some weightlifting stuff, but it wasn't like specific cable back pressure training or anything like that. So I ended up stagnant for a while, plateaued, and just felt like, oh, this is it. I guess this is as strong as I can get, which is, not true for anybody really. Um, but it's like, man, it's like no matter what I do, I can't get stronger. But now I'm like, oh wow. Uh Maybe 2 weeks in a row, maybe 3 weeks in a row, you'd be like, man, my numbers are the same, and it gets frustrating. And then you go and it's like, what the hell? 10 more pounds? How did that happen? It's weird.
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting when it happens that way, but it's definitely great to see the gains.
Yeah.
Let's see. It looks like we got a new person. I want to say Taco Bet, but it looks like Taco Bet. What? Brian, I think you know, but we like to ask new people this question. Who's your favorite arm wrestler and why? So Taco Bet, that question is for you. Lucky says, I want to live up there with y'all. Come on up. You're more than welcome. You
We
can
have an
stay with the
in-law.
Joneses. What's up?
We have an in-law downstairs. She can come stay here, but she's got to figure out when Sayla's parents come here, they're going to have to work something out.
The arm wrestle for
Yeah.
the room.
Yeah. Arm wrestle for the room. That should be a good, hey.
Rules are rules.
Yep. That's it.
But speaking of PRs, S says just hit my first ever PR in the US. 68 kilogram back pressure. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I don't have that. I don't even know what kilograms. I don't even know how to count those. So
Let's see. It's going to be an estimation. Let's see.
like,
It's like 100 kilos, maybe. No, 100 pound.
yeah,
200 pounds.
close.
I mean,
Got to be 80,
200
90
pounds.
pounds, right? That's,
'Cause 100 kilos is 220, if I'm not mistaken, or 220 something. But yeah, it's some good weight, some nice PR, man. Your gains are showing. That's what I'm talking about. And Martin says, "Yo, who do you think is going to win, Devin or Vitaly left arm?" Left arm. Who do you think, Brian?
I think Vitaly's going to win that one.
Left arm. Left arm. I agree. But if you ask that question on the right,
Oh yeah.
I say Devin.
How many more years do you think he has into training his right than his left? Seriously, not just table party arm practice, like actual
Pumpkin.
yeah. Bet.
I would say like estimation somewhere around 5 years.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure he still did stuff with his left arm, but the intensity was probably all, focused on the right.
Yeah. Yeah. And if
But
you
I
count up
think
times that he just the time he trained the right harder, like say it was just for a match or something like that, I'm sure that it's but
yeah, I would say
I mean,
like
who knows?
somewhere, yeah,
You
maybe
could
like
never
3 to 8 years.
yeah. But I mean, I would say Vitaly's gonna win it, but you can never underestimate Devin as to what, you know, who knows what he has up his sleeve as far as tricks that, I mean, you know, on the table and off the table as far as like training tech, he probably, eating wise, training techniques, different things he knows how to do. And then on the table, just, you know, I mean, he might pull less seriously with his left more than he pulls with his right, just because he's pulling with his left at part, for fun. So he might feel things that he does,
Yeah, I see what you're
so
saying.
could go
Yeah,
either way.
I definitely agree with that. I mean, if I had to say in terms of like betting odds, maybe lefty might be 65-35,
Yeah.
but I think it's the same flop when you switch right. I
Hmm.
think it's the same odds, but opposite.
Yeah.
But Est says first two rounds maybe Vitali, but Devin will win overall. So he's got Devin winning lefty. Very interesting. We'll see soon. We will see soon. Drew, what's up, Drew? Laurel, good morning. Oh, Lucky says she'll just snuggle in the middle between the Joneses.
Hi, Drew.
What
That'll
is
be
she?
good. What's that?
Between the Joneses?
Yep. The old what do they call that? The
Oh, that
Eskimo
is. I'm
something.
like, how come I'm not seeing it? Yeah. Hey. I mean, yeah.
Oh, are
There's
you
room.
when are you on live messages? Like on
Yeah, I did get it. Yeah,
oh, okay.
you can set all messages or just some, but I did see it, but I don't know, I'm blind or something. I have to like lean forward and look like this to see the screen because I'm old.
That's all right. That's all right. That's usually a benefit in arm wrestling. They got those
I need
tendons.
glasses. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I can't wait till I have old man strength. You don't really hear that too often, but in arm wrestling,
Can't wait. You hear it a little bit.
yeah.
Well, let's see. It looks like we got another new name. Maltzy girl says hi. What's up? What's up? So same question we asked to our other new friend. So if you don't know, this is an arm wrestling channel. So who is your favorite arm wrestler and why? Or maybe you're so new you don't even know what arm wrestling is. So let me be the first to tell you it's an actual sport. So maybe you got some questions. Let's see. Drew says, imagine the excuses people will make up if Devin beats Vitali left. It'd be interesting. I mean, if Devin wins, I think that would be, I mean, it'd be very interesting. It would definitely throw the rankings off, especially on the left arm. Viking, what's
Yeah.
up, man?
Oh, dude. So Todd Hutchings is going to pull Petrenko.
Oh, I didn't even hear about that. Is that on this
Yeah.
event coming up?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That
That's
is
a match.
very interesting. That
That's
is
a match
definitely,
right there.
that is very interesting. I
Petrenko
mean,
is a monster, dude.
so is Todd. I got
Yeah.
Todd. I got Todd.
Dude, he never loses. I mean, for a while, like the US guys are winning again at East versus West, but there was a time there where it was bleak, man. And
Yep.
Todd was like Todd
He was
Hutchings
like,
was like the
he was our guy.
only guy break like, oh
Very
man.
true. Very true.
Yeah.
Let's see. S says if Todd gets a match with Levon, I'm sure Todd will get injured. Simple as that. Hey, maybe. We got some. When you're pushing the body to the extreme, things happen. But we'll have to see. I would like to see Michael Todd pull Levon. That's a match I've wanted to see for a while.
Dude, if so, the thing with Levon is that he has to pretty much be that much stronger than everybody else, because if there's a stop and it becomes endurance, that's bad for him. And Michael Todd has endurance. Todd Hutchings has endurance. You know, so uh yeah, that's a lot of mass for his heart and lungs to provide, blood and oxygen to. And
Yep,
he
that's
just
a
needs
lot
to
of
be
flesh.
that strong. Yeah. Yeah, he just needs to be that much more powerful because, man,
Yeah, it's definitely impressive. Let's see. Viking says, "You all know Devin is my fave." I think I remember. I think we talked about it in our a couple other lives ago.
Yeah.
But that's a good pick. Oh,
Oh,
there's Josh.
that reminds
Yo
me.
yo.
He has the wolves, right?
Oh, yep. He's got the wolves.
The wolf story, half wolf. So when I was pretty new, I was there was a guy out for surgery, and I was covering his route, and I don't know, for 6 weeks, whatever his surgery time was. And there was a house, and the people that lived there were elderly, and I don't know that they had passed away or something. I'm not sure exactly if it was, but I get there on the street, and they're like clearing the house out, like like when somebody moves out, there was trucks there and stuff. And then so I get there one day, and um there's a guy there, and he's like, whatever. It turned out to be their son from out west, and he was coming to like take care of the property, sell it, or whatever the situation was. And he's like talking to me for a second, and I look and I see something like at the edge of the yard. They have like a really big yard, so it was like kind of far away, but I see it like a large thing of fur or whatever. And anytime you see, you know, a dog like off the leash or anything, like you immediately are like, oh man, like this could go either way. You never know. So I see, but I didn't know what it was because it was so big, and like it looked like a bear or something. The way the fur was different than dog fur. So I was having a hard time like visually like trying to understand what it was that I was seeing. And then it turned around, and I saw that it was uh looked like a dog, but it wasn't like any dog I'd ever seen. And then it started coming closer, and it was like, yeah, again, it had like the shoulders, like it had like shoulders. Like it was weird. Like I never seen a dog with big shoulders before like this. That wasn't like a pit bull. This was different. And the fur was thick like bear fur. So it was didn't look like dog fur. And it starts coming closer. And as the closer it's getting, the bigger it's getting. And I'm realizing this thing is like gigantically big, like not quite Great Dane lengthwise and stuff, but like tall. And I'm like, and I'm getting like freaked out as it's coming up. And then he noticed that, oh, he was coming over, and he's like, oh, yeah, no, he's friendly. That's my dog. And I'm like, dude, that's not
Yeah.
a dog. And he's like, yeah, he's half wolf. So, um, and he's old. He was like 16 or something years old, like really old. So like he was like not as fast as it, but dude, it was intimidating. Like that thing was gigantic. The fur, I thought it was summer, but he did mention something about the fur being different in the summer and the winter or whatever. But yeah, it was crazy. So I can't imagine seeing a real full wolf in person.
I saw a real full
Yeah,
wolf
she
from
did.
Alaska. I was like 12 or 14, and my best friend at the time, her uncle was visiting from Alaska, and
Yeah.
it was all white, and like I was not much shorter, maybe 5 feet at that time. So it was like up to my chest almost. It was freaking
Yeah.
huge. It was crazy.
They're
But he was like fully domesticated and like,
yeah.
but holy shit.
Yeah, no,
Huge.
thank you. They're big enough to ride. Like it's crazy.
What's the weight limit? Is there a weight limit?
I
Asking for a
don't
friend.
know. I don't know. No, hey, I guess depends on what you're chasing. Because
Ah,
with the
very
right
true.
motivation,
It will get yeah. That is funny. That is funny.
yeah, it's like one of those like, no, you're okay, but if he sees a deer or something,
He's gone.
okay, he's gone. Yeah, all right.
We got a good amount of deers over here.
Yep. I haven't seen too many this year, but Yeah, especially on the way home from your place or on the way there. I expect,
one or two. Let's
you see him
see.
on that field? You saw a fox out
Yeah,
there, right?
there's the fox. I mean, I've never seen it, but I think there's a bear den. Um,
Probably.
right, like the guardrail. There's a little river, and I think it has a little den
Yeah.
underneath the road.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
and
that's
there's a
slick. That's
it's a
luxury.
yeah, right, right next to a little pond. But I see that there's like a little one I see all the time, so I think the little one lives over there. But
Okay.
I've only seen that big one once, and that thing had to be at least 1,000 pounds. I mean, it was huge.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I
I
just
didn't.
looked up with Casey the difference between he was asking about grizzly bears or something like that, and like I was like, oh, Kodiak bears are bigger than grizzly bears, and then there's brown bears, and he's like, what's the difference? So I didn't. I'm like,
About 400 pounds.
yeah, but they're the same animal,
Same animal.
but
It's a subspecies or something, right? It's like a
yeah, well, so the Kodiaks are brown bears, the grizzlies are brown bears. The Kodiaks live where they have easy access to salmon, so
oh,
they
so they
get
just
much bigger. Grizzly bears eat mostly like berries and shit like that. So they're smaller, but that's what gives them the silver tips on their fur, and that's why they're called grizzly bears. But that's why they're more aggressive too. 'Cause you can imagine, like, they're pissed off that they only eat berries. So they see a
berries.
human and they're like, oh man,
Oh,
I am hungry. But Kodiak bears are more docile because they eat good. So they're just like, whatever, man. Go about your business. Like,
yeah. Either way, I
yeah,
ain't getting near them.
no, yeah, no.
That
We don't
is
have to
funny.
worry about that over here. But I'm not messing with a black bear either.
Nah, they get a lot bigger than people think.
Yeah, and you can't play dead with the black bear.
Nope.
They don't care.
They're smarter than the average bear too. That's what they say. That's why
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
yeah, yeah.
That's funny. Martin says MMT has been doing some insane PRs lately. He definitely has. He definitely has. Every couple hours, I think he sets a PR.
Yeah, his training is, I mean, he's posted his training for a long time, kind of before like I ever saw any of the other guys training like consistently.
Yep.
He always posted his training, and it was always like these marathon training sessions and stuff. But yeah,
Definitely paying off. The training's definitely paying off. 'Cause he's been doing some good things lately in the sport of
yep.
arm wrestling. S degrees. He says he was born to do PRs. Very true. And S has a question for you. I don't know if you'd like to answer or not, but I'll leave that up to you, Brian.
Uh, yeah, I get this one all the time. I get wow, do you dye your hair like that? Yep.
Every morning.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I go way out of my way to make sure that somebody asked me at the grocery store. Oh man. The grocery store pretty much right across the street from us, I guess, or whatever. They do a senior discount, and they asked me if they if I wanted the senior discount when I went there one day.
It should have been like, I forgot my card though. I forgot my
I
card. Us
yeah,
seniors.
I didn't even think about it. I think it's I think it's 20% because it's a
He's like,
family
oh,
owned place. So I will be taking the senior discount in the future
and
if they offer it to me.
definitely go back and get some more groceries if they let you, let
Yeah.
you give you the
Oh, yeah.
discount.
It's like I'm getting one thing. They're like, "You want the senior discount?" Yeah, just give me 1 second.
Us seniors always forgetful.
Est has to guess how old I am, and then I will entertain his question.
All right, you heard it, Est. Martin says polar bears the most deadly. Haha, they're brutal.
Yeah, polar bear. Yeah, man.
Definitely true. Don't
That's
listen to those
crazy.
commercials. They're not like they are on the commercials.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola joke. In case anyone's wondering, what?
Oh, so 40 or 19 if I had black hair. Uh, hey, that's pretty if I shave my face, you definitely think I was younger, even with the gray hair. But if I wear a hat and shave my face, you'd be like, oh, that's a normal guy. But then I don't, and it's like, oh, that's an old man. So closer to 40. I'm on the other side. I pull masters. How about that?
That's a big hint.
But
If you
I'm
know
not
arm wrestling,
close. What is grand? I'm not close to grandmasters. So
it's if I'm not mistaken, it's 40 to 49, then
yeah,
50 to 59,
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah,
60 to 69.
yeah.
Um,
I'm not thinking about grandmasters yet. But most of the time, I'm not really thinking about masters because Chief might be in there, Glenn might be in there, and it's just a bad day.
it's a tough. Sometimes the masters class is the most stacked class, full of
Yeah,
world champions.
yeah, and it goes up to 185 or whatever. I mean, I think I pulled a
Oh,
guy at the Tri-States last year. Not, yeah, last year. Yeah, we're already in 2026. So last year, uh, who was like 185, and he was an old grizzled, just monster, you know. So it was just like, oh my god.
that's a good experience right there. If you don't break.
Yeah, yeah. Well, luckily they were nice or fast. So either way, because if the guy's fast, it's so fast that you can't get hurt.
Very true. Very true.
Unless, yeah, I don't know. You don't know what happened. You go, I don't know what happened. I lost.
Sometimes it happens. He says, I like to jump in the Masters every once in a while.
He'd probably
Dot,
do
dot,
pretty
dot.
good in that. How many? I feel like there's a lot of guys that are under in the Masters, like lower weight guys, and less guys up in the upper weights in the Masters. But I could be wrong. I don't know.
No, I could, at least in our area, for sure, I would agree with that. Um, my first thought to that is as everyone ages, they tend to, get lighter as they age. Well, that could be a big reason, maybe.
Okay.
Or it could just be our area, what I mean? I'm just thinking out loud, like, our area, we do have a lot of really good lightweights,
Yeah.
middleweights. So it
Yeah.
could just be our area.
Yeah. All right. So as pretty close. I'm 42. I think I'm 42, right?
We're
I'm 43 pretty soon, I think.
gonna have to have a big arm wrestling party.
I can't remember how old I am. I'm that old.
That's all right. As long as you can still arm wrestle, we'll keep you on the team.
Yeah. I feel better now than I did when I was younger.
That's
When
good.
I was in my 20s, I was out of shape. Not that I'm in shape, but I'm stronger.
That's a win. That's all that matters, pretty much. Are you stronger?
I can say that if I arm wrestled my younger self, I'd win, which I think some of these guys can't say that because if they were in their prime in their 20s, they can't. And
Very
they got to
true.
go, I used to be so strong and I don't have to.
Yep. You get to say
That's
I'm
right.
getting stronger, and there's still lots of room to grow.
Yep.
Let's
That's it.
see. Josh says this would be the first time pulling in Masters 199 and below. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, you do good in there, dude. I mean, you
It's like a perfect weight for you.
yeah, you're right
199,
on the
199.
line.
Yeah, it's
Right on
right
the
there.
line.
It's
Still
like,
sub 60 years old.
yep.
Uh You just got to watch out for Chief.
Watch out for Chief. I think he knows. I think he knows. But if you don't, watch out for Chief. Well, Est, I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope everything becomes a little better. I know it's probably tough right now, but I hope it starts coming out on the better side soon. Well, that's what happens sometimes. Let's see. Any cramps on the way home, Brian? Do you have any cramps or any no? I had
No,
one real good one locked up
no,
real
I did when we were doing the back pressure, I tried to tense everything instead of trying to pull, like we were talking about the from powerlifting and the accommodating resistance. I tried to like just lock everything at once before I went back, and everything just cramped, like my whole lat to my chest, it just, I was like, oh, but that, and I was like, oh shit, like I hope next set it doesn't do that, and then I was fine after that. And then every time we do the seal rows in my back, when I reach for the bar, because I'm reaching so far down to get my hands as much around the bar as I can, I get this crazy like it it doesn't feel like a stretch, but it's not a cramp because it's not making me like go off. You know what I mean? It's like just some type of stimulation in my erectors around my spine. Um, but no cramping. I drank the lemon thing beforehand and everything too, so um, I don't cramp very often, even like work and everything. I think I got my hydration down to like where I just know when I need to, um, especially working in the summer outside, just kind of like have to do it the right way or else it's too late. But my left still hurts.
I feel you. Welcome to the club.
Ugh.
Oh man.
We got Bill and Mike were there today.
Sayla said, thank God Bill and Mike were there to get a little rest in between the sets.
Oh, I was just about to say, why were you guys like planning a murder or something? My witnesses or something?
Yeah, that's what that was the thumbnail. That's
Yeah,
what you were upset about.
that is funny. That is funny.
Yeah, no, seriously though, because like after that side pressure, like I needed that many people to do it before I went back up there because like my arm was like throbbing, dude. It was my arm was shaking. I was like, whoa, man. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, man, I feel you. I kept
the
on
sense of,
having to put my hands in my coat pockets, and then I would
yeah,
like squat down just to rest my
yeah,
arms on my legs.
yeah. I had to squat down at one point and put my arm up on the table because I couldn't hold it up. I
Oh
had to just
yeah.
rest it on the table. Oh, it was bad, man. It's good though. I'm gonna
Well,
bring my smelling salts next time so that we don't use all your caps.
that's right. I mean, I just got those for that one event.
I took a monster high. I was like, I put that thing damn near in my nostril. Took a big whiff of that thing. It
Did you
worked
see
though.
the video of Dustin doing the
Yeah,
ammonia?
that's so
He
good.
put it up his nose, sucked it up, and then shot it out the other side.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, I'm kidding. That
Oh
was
my God. I'm
exaggeration.
like, what? You got me, man. I'm usually getting
That would
uh
be a crazy like, oh man, I couldn't imagine that going through your
yeah,
sinuses. Oh
yeah.
man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but The caps are nice. I like the caps because it's the same. Every time it's the
It's
same.
consistent. Yeah, that was what I did notice is that it wasn't like to the point of like blowing my brains out of my head to where I couldn't do the lift.
Yep.
Sometimes if I hit the can wrong, one side will get it hard and the other won't, and then I want to get the other side, but I don't want to have this. Yeah, so it's tough, and by that point you're like, oh man, I don't want to do this anymore because it sucks. But that
Yeah,
thing is
definitely.
it's consistently the same, you know.
Yeah. When I was powerlifting, it was a couple of years where I used to train with some really old school guys, and when I was new, I remember, I'm like, what? I saw this big old bottle of ammonia. I'm like, what are you guys cleaning? And he goes, no. And he starts sniffing the bottle. So
Oh,
old school guys just sniff
yeah,
straight cleaning ammonia.
it's cheaper. Them
It is
caps,
cheaper.
yeah, it gets
It,
expensive when you gotta, because that thing's only lasts for so long, and then you gotta, that's funny.
that
That's
is funny.
horrible. That's horrible though.
Just a big old bottle. That is funny.
It's okay sometimes, but if that's what you have to do regularly to do your workout, man, that is a dire situation, bro. That doesn't sound like you're having fun. At least in arm wrestling, we have fun, you know?
Yeah, very true. Very true. Yeah, I'd agree. Arm wrestling I think, is more fun. I think that's
Yeah.
one of the reasons that made me switch over. So, sup dog, what's up, sup dog?
Yeah. That's funny. Josh is like, what are you doing, bro? Figure out how to cook. He
That's
wants,
funny.
yeah. Say was making chicken Caesar salads right now. It's easy. You just cut chicken.
You
Okay.
throw it in salad.
Eat it pretty much. You just cut some lettuce up, you cut some chicken up. You got to cook the chicken though. That's important.
Yeah, I would
I
forget
used to
that
know a
part.
dude who ate raw beef.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah, like whenever his mom was gonna cook, like he would like cut pieces off like of the steak and eat it. She would yell at him all the time and shit.
That's
Um,
interesting. That's interesting.
he used to spray Pam, um, drink Pam too when he ran out of
Oh,
alcohol.
that's dedication. Oh god. Oh man. I don't even
Yeah,
like using that stuff when I cook. I couldn't imagine
no, I know
drinking
it's terrible. Yeah, because that stuff was pop. I don't know if I think it came out probably way before I was born. Probably came out in the 70s, or But when I was young, that stuff was popular to use. Like everybody had that stuff in their house, and
it.
you could tell when somebody used that to cook instead of like butter, which is like
Butter
how
or
much better
something.
is it to use butter than spray that shit on there? It's nasty.
Cooking in motor oil.
Yeah. Um,
Let's see. Sup Dog says, I've never used ammonia. It's for some people. It's definitely not for some people. If it works, maybe maybe try it out sometime, see if you like it. But if you do try it, don't put it right up to your nose. Keep it like this far away. Um, and don't get it in your eyes. Martin says, same. I want to try it pretty bad. Hello. Well, hey man, give it a shot. And I tell you what, you should record it. If you do your first ammonia, you should get a little film because we would like to see,
yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. That's good, clean fun right there.
Yeah, I don't know if I think so. I think in certain situations I would like the slap on the back better because I don't like that. Like it would piss me off if somebody like is like I have like I don't know if it's my nerve endings or something like that, but like if I'm not paying attention and somebody like smacks me like my arm, I can like it awake I'm like on edge. It could piss me off if I'm, double slap on the back or something, right before a match or something like yeah, that might work for me, but the salts for, if you're by yourself, or I used it for steel bending when I was going to do like a big bend on like a verse bend or something, just because you don't think about the pain that's going to happen. You're still feeling the brain pain, and the central nervous system activates, and then you can just get through whatever you're trying to do. So for that instantaneous thing that you're going to do, that I think might work. But the back slap, I think that it has a place too. But
Well, next workout, just be ready.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
sneak attack you.
I just saw a video of a guy that was going to do a squat. I don't know if it was at a college or something like that. He was going to do a squat, and the coach or somebody came and slapped him on the back, and he turned around like he was going to fight
Hit
him.
him. Oh yeah,
And
that's
and then
funny.
and then they like refocused him to turn around to do the lift again, and then he did it again. And the dude was pissed. He did the lift though.
That is funny.
Yeah.
I used to when I was powerlifting, I would do that, but I had a rule: you'd only allowed to hit me if I asked you to. If you hit me
Yeah.
without me asking, I might hit you back. But that's after the lift.
Yeah, that's I think like where it comes in. Like if I'm ready for it, but like if it's a surprise, like it's gonna put me like on, like I won't be able to focus on what the hell it'll take me out of my mental game, area or something.
You'd be thinking about, giving a good old karate chop right back to him.
Yeah, yeah. There
Oh,
it
there
is.
it is. Sup Dog says ammonia, full blast, first time, ... Got it with a little salute emoji. Make sure you get the video, Sup Dog, because we the people, we want to see the silver bullet. Little post workout puff. That is funny.
Cool.
That's
And
a good one.
this one's getting weak too, and it's still strong as
Yeah.
hell. It's almost too strong when they first send it. Like it's almost on. You have to like just like
Waft it.
whack. You can't take a full blast out of it. You won't be able to do shit. I'm crying. Nose closes up instead of opens up.
Oh, that's interesting because I would say mine opens up.
That I didn't have any issue with those, the caps. But if you take a monstrous one, like I don't know if it's like the
Up.
immune response from your body is like, what was that? It closes up your nose or something. Like that thing is crazy.
That's interesting. Drew says that's funny right there. I don't care who you are. Very true. What were you saying, man?
Yeah, they make different like scents, the company. Of course they're trying to sell products, so they like mix this one.
Well, they have like peppermint.
Yeah, I guess they have different ones. This one is like a lemon, has lemon or something.
Lemon,
but I
all
had
right.
one
We'll
that
allow
was
lemon.
fire. It smelled like fire. Like they must have put ash in there.
Oh yeah,
or something like that. That one was interesting.
That is funny. Even though they all don't smell like fire, they all feel like fire.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, did that smell like fire? I don't know what's going on right now.
Oh man. Well, I think I got 4 or 5 caps left. So feel free if they're there, feel free to use them.
I might get some of those single-use caps. Those are nice to just, and then you don't got to worry about it. It's also nice that you don't got to close the thing back up and shit.
Yeah, especially when you're amped up. It's like, you're all amped up, and then you gotta nice and gently.
Oh, let me just get it closed and stuff. Like, nah, I can't do all
caps,
that.
I'll just snap them and I'll just throw them right on the ground or whatever. And then, they're when they break, they're bright red, so you just pick them up after. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, they sell. I don't know if they sell more. I'm sure they sell more than 100 counts, but I think the most I've ever seen was 100 counts.
Yeah.
Another thing too, some of the old school guys used to do is they'd get a whole bunch of them, break them up, and then throw them into like a paper coffee cup, and then sniff. You know what I mean? Make their own.
Wow. Put it right over your whole fucking mouth and face.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my God, man. Those guys must have been they must have had some stories, dude. Old powerlifting stories. That must have been.
Yeah. I mean, when I first started powerlifting, to when I finished powerlifting, there was a huge like transition from like what the average person in the sport looked like. When I first started, it was like, it was either people like cops, bikers, people that worked, like really physical jobs. And then through like when the years went on, it became more. I don't know how to explain it necessarily without like I'm not trying. It's not a bad thing, so I'm not saying anything negative. It's just interesting how it
CrossFit guy,
changed to more. What's that?
CrossFit guys,
Yeah, more. I don't even
fitness
know.
people.
Maybe the easiest way to explain is when I started, most people that got into powerlifting, they cared about, the total, which is whoever had the biggest total. And then
Yeah,
when I got out of it, it was more about, I'm going to do this math equation and I'm going to tell you why I'm stronger than actually being able to lift more.
yeah. The
You know,
fitness, let's say this. The what do you call that? Uh, Scientific method. The fitness scientists.
yeah, I used to hear all the time, I'm stronger than you because of, this math equation, and they show you the math equation, and it looks like, I don't know, like that, some super genius writing on a wall, but he ends
Yeah,
up not being a genius. He's
Einstein's
just crazy.
theory of relativity. But
Yeah.
it's funny because when you see somebody that's strong, everybody goes, "That's the strongest person I've ever seen." When they do something, that's crazy. You ever see that stone lifting guy from Ireland? He's
Um,
all like on Instagram and everything. That like,
does he dress
you
up
know,
like in the old school Irish
yeah,
outfit?
yeah, that guy. And I mean the stone. I mean and you look and you see it, and you're like, that is one of the strongest people I have ever seen. You don't
Yep.
need a math equation.
Yep.
Same
You
thing with
can't.
arm wrestlers. Same thing with an
Absolutely.
arm wrestler. You see a guy and he does something on the table or something, and you're just like, oh man, that is one of the strongest people I ever met, knew, or had the pleasure to lose to.
Yep, absolutely. Well, yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Josh. Oh, Josh. Hey, we could, I mean, you could start a company.
They do. They
What
might
it
have
would be like
one.
the jelly beans. It would be like the jelly beans, except ammonia, be like puke scented. That would really get you in the zone, like
Well, I think it depends on whose scent it is. Could be good, could be not so good. But either way, since it was Josh's idea, I think he should be the first official sniffer.
yeah. Put a series of shorts out.
Yeah. Oh man. Yep. Sub dog. He knows. That's gonna be careful if you get that one as your first ammonia. I think
Yeah,
that's an extra strong one.
got to be careful with good ideas. Sometimes you come up with an idea that's so good it happens. It's terrible.
Yeah, they actually happen sometimes.
Like Bill putting double chains on. Oh yeah, here we go. I'll throw these chains on here. Oh, great idea. Keep those on there.
Keep those on. They'll stay now.
That's why I brought the harness. I knew you couldn't resist. You were like, I might save pull-ups, and you saw the harness, and you're like, yeah, you know what? Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I was hurting. I had to those pull-ups. I'm not the pull-ups. The lat pull downs I did really got some blood back in there. Just did some
Yeah,
slow negatives, and then that helped out big time. But
yeah.
yeah, we did some pull-ups, 45 pounds. I skipped the 25, but went right to the 45.
There you go. I saw you setting up the seal row, and I was like, oh, you remember? Oh man.
Oh no. Yeah, but we
It
couldn't
was
really put weight on it. It was just 135. We focused on the
yeah.
isometric on the bench.
I was like, man, that was a good idea when we had it, but he remembered from last week. Oh no.
Uh, you gotta
No,
remember
good
to
though.
next time you have one of those good ideas, really think it through first.
Yeah, no, no, it's good though because I think it's good to get that because the pull up angle is straight up and down, and then that seal row is the other, the other back
Yeah.
direction, So I think it's good to hit those both. You're not neglecting anything except maybe like that when they do like the low
The low row.
pulls, low rows, which I
Yeah.
never do. The closest I ever would get to that would be like uh rows kneeling rows off the bench,
Yep.
but that's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
But
I would
it is what
say
it is.
I don't really do too much low rows either, except for on like recovery day. Um, but I think if we had to focus on, say for those three angles, the high, medium, and low, I think the high and medium will have the most
Probably
carryover
better.
for arm wrestling, just
Yeah,
because
because
of
you
the
don't want
angle of
your
the
arm down
arm.
there anyway.
Yeah,
If you're rowing low, that means here I am on the table. Okay, here's another angle. Now low, I'm way down here. You don't want to be there anyway, you know,
exactly.
unless you're like one of these guys with an incredible like Vrej. He has that and he can just drag from any angle. But if I
Very
have to
few
pick
people.
a few exercises, we can't do every exercise. That's the thing. Especially when you split the sides, your workout when you do both arms, if you do whatever, if you do both arms at the same time, curls, barbell curl, your workout's going to be half as long because you don't have to do one side and the other side. So you do one side and the other side, you can't do every exercise. You have to pick. And so you just pick the best things and then for whatever your style is or just in general.
Absolutely. But remember those good ideas we were talking about a little while ago? Subdog has a good one for a name of that special ammonia. He says, "Name it whiff."
That's yeah,
Pretty good.
yeah, that's pretty good. Whiff. Oh, debut, and then don't
Uh,
put anything else on the bottle so nobody knows. You'd be like, well, I wonder what that is, and they'll know right away.
I was thinking the logo of the whiff bottle. You know those like trucker mud flaps with the chicks on them.
Yeah,
We'll get one with a super giant chick. You know what I mean? That would be the logo with big
yeah,
arms.
yeah.
Oh man, Mike, what's up, man? He says hands still cut from the knurling.
Oh, that
I,
knurling
I
is
feel you.
no joke, dude. I
Only
did
on one
one
side
set,
though.
huh? Well,
It's only on one side.
I didn't feel a difference, but I think I did one side with one hand and the other side with the other hand. So maybe if I would have done both, but I only did one set of those. That was I had no problem with it, even with the weight with both hands. But as soon as I switched to the one hand, that knurling was like razor blades, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely extra sharp. It's very interesting. They must have made it like I don't see how it wearing down like that. They must have made it, or maybe someone decided to file it like, you know what I mean, rub it down and then got bored halfway through. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. The final, the what do you call that? Quality control guy was like past that one. It was the end of the day. He wanted to go home,
it was a long day. Oh man, that's funny. That is funny. Sub dog says LOL. So yeah, that was a good joke. That was definitely a good joke.
Yeah, Mike did a gang of those pull-ups. His hands must be, I mean, raw.
Yeah, those
And then
one-handed
he said he
forks
had to go spread salt. He's out there spreading salt with
with shredded hands. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. Not for Mike, but for us. Oh man, that is funny. That would have been a good video.
yeah.
Oh man.
It's supposed to snow again tomorrow, I think. Like
Oh
real
really?
snow. Yeah.
Ah, I hope not, but
Dude,
we'll see.
more days. It's not like it's accumulated to like a crazy amount or anything, but we've had more days of snow in the past like couple weeks than we've had in years. It's crazy.
Yeah, it definitely is. As long as it doesn't stay, you know what I mean? Like I feel most of it's melting, so as long as it melts, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Sup Dog says getting gains the hardest way possible.
That was what
Sometimes you
happened
gotta
today
do
for sure. That was absolutely what happened today in there. First of
definitely.
all, it was first of all, it was 8 a.m., which is already hard. Because that's what time I have to be at work. So on my day off, when I have to get up and be somewhere at the same time I have to be to work, I'm like, oh man, all right. And then to pick the most brutal regimen possible. Man, dude, those back pressure, that thing, it took it out of my left for sure. That's a hard exercise. It doesn't seem like that when you see it being done, but that is a hard exercise.
Yeah, especially when you keep the position all the way through.
Yeah.
I mean, all even if it's ripping you out of it, you know, it's tough either way. But yeah, it definitely looks a lot easier. You know, it looks a lot. You know, it's simple in theory, but once you really do it,
Yeah.
it's definitely good.
Yeah. And you're not moving far either. That's another thing that makes it look like less impressive, I guess, to somebody who maybe doesn't know or never done it. Like you're
Yep.
moving like a few inches backwards and you're just so it's like, how is that an exercise to somebody who just doesn't understand? Oh, it's an exercise. That's.
Yeah, if you can get that position with someone on the table,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna do pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's see. Sup Dog says the pull being over the knuckles engages so many more muscles. Yeah, definitely. It definitely does. Hits the riser good. The elbow flexors also. I mean, it makes the longest part of the arm, so it makes the weight a lot more challenging compared to putting it lower on the wrist or something like that.
Yep.
Sup Dog says I got to set it up in the basement. That's what I'm talking about. When you got the home gym set up, send us a little video of the home gym because I like to see people's home gym setups. You know, I like to see where the gains are made.
You do that. We're in the Hall of Fame real quick.
Yeah. The tour. That's a quick tour over here.
Yeah, we could do a tour if you'd like. You know, that would
Let's
probably
clear
work out
out
perfect.
I gotta clear out
The not so YouTube stuff.
the corpses and other shit.
Oh, take your time. Take your time.
Oh boy. All right. What do we got? Oh,
Got all the handles.
oh my God. Look at all those. I don't even know what's in there anymore. We got
Got a nice shirt, even more handles. That's what I'm talking about.
gotta get the what do we got here? It's hard to do this when I'm holding the tripod. Oh boy, look at that. All Sayla's medals.
Oh, would you look at that? Look at all those turtles. Look at all them turtles.
Yeah. Goes
That green
on
one
and
in the
on.
middle is a 1 of 1.
That's it right there. Boom.
I think that's the tiny turtle, if I'm not
It is.
mistaken. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And then I got some other interesting training devices over there.
From a different time,
Yep.
the old steel bending.
And that's it. It's that simple.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't
So
need
that's
much.
where the gains are made, everybody.
That's where it happens. That gym has moved more times than I can't even tell you how many times that gym has moved, and I've never moved it myself. Sayla just moves it when I don't need, I'm not home. I go to work. I come home and she's like, I organized the gym. And I'm like, and then it's in a basement or another room that I never agreed to. And
It's at the neighbor's house.
yeah,
Martin says that's cool, man. He likes the gym.
it works.
That is funny. That is funny.
The old apartment that we lived at had an old one of those old Frigidaire refrigerators, like the 50s ones, or even probably before that, with the big metal latch and you open it and it's just like there's no cooling elements. It's just like you put shit in there and it like stayed cold because it was like fully sealed or whatever. And I used to, but I don't know, it was like an Iron Maiden or something. You know what I mean? Like you, the way you open it. So that was like I'd put all my shit in there, all the handles and stuff like that, and it was creepy when you'd open it up to go grab something.
That is funny. That's cool.
They wouldn't let me take it when we moved.
I think it was way too heavy.
Yeah, it was heavy as hell. That thing was like
700 pounds.
yeah, that thing was insanely heavy, dude.
That is funny. Ham Hoagie says, very nice setup. He likes your gym. That's what I'm talking about.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it works, man. I actually just got that the cable tower thing like not too long ago. I love that thing.
That's what I'm talking about. Very versatile, I bet.
Yeah, it works. It works for a lot.
Sup Dog says, mine is not as functional, but it keeps me going. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, little by little, make little changes.
Yeah.
Maybe if Sayla's got some free time, maybe she could take a trip up and organize the gym for you.
Yeah. Just keep in mind that if you have a full Smith machine in the basement when you move in, somebody gives you a brand new, pretty much Smith machine, and you put it in the basement, that she will make you get rid of it. Because that's what happened to me. It was too much. That was one step too far, is having a giant Smith machine. But no, it works. I mean, this is over time, you know, you acquire, it's like tools, you get stuff over time. I have like all those dumbbells, or they're like single dumbbells because somebody on my route was like throwing it away or getting rid of it, and I just throw it in the truck and bring it home. And you know, the weights, some of those weights I bought during COVID, and holy smokes. I mean, if I could ever get the money back that I paid for those weights that I bought during COVID, I would probably take it.
Yeah, I bet. I
You
don't
know
have
why?
What's that?
The only place that had any weights was Rogue at the time. They were out of stock, but you could get notified when they were back in stock. So I bought like the only weights I could get were like the Rogue, like deep dish, like American made.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
$5 a pound.
Oh my God. That was a bad time for
I wish I
weights.
still had. I wish I still had the screenshots. That reminds me of. I don't have my old phone. It's busted, so I don't have it anymore. But I was looking for weights, and you know those like cement bench sets with like 70 pounds and the plastic bar and the
Yeah.
like the little tiny bench. Somebody
Yep.
wanted $1,200. Yeah, I screenshotted it, and I used to like to show people like, hey, what do you think this went for on Marketplace? And they'd be like, I don't know, $30. I said, guess again, 1,200 big ones.
Dude, that's right. Oh man, they probably sold it too. That's
I don't know,
crazy, dude.
man. It was cement weights. I mean, What I mean, someone got to do quick math. What's 70 divided by 1,200? What is that like? What is that?
Dude, that's
40 bucks?
nuts. Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? Like that you say that the weights that we bring over, the waiter ones that you know that waiter cheap waiter set that everybody had in the 80s and 90s.
Yep.
So those weights are from one of those sets. I was driving somewhere through through a town where they have like the people there have a little bit of money. It's like a wealthy town around us. And during the summer there was a tag sale and I spotted weights and I'm like, oh. So I pull over and they were getting rid of the bench. It was one of the benches, the bench press bench with the thing attached to it with a bar and like 120 or 135 pounds of weights. Standard, you know, not Olympic, but standard. Yeah, the waiter 138. That was the weight, the popular weight set. The kit, yeah. $20. She said, just get it out of here. $20. I said, yep. Boom. I was like, yeah. And then I almost died on that bench. Like it was too narrow and you'd pinch your hands and then you'd like pinch your hands and then almost drop the bar and shit. Like it was just, you know, it was cheap. It was like you'd max it out right away and then you're like, okay. But yeah, I still have the weight. The rest of it, I don't know where the bar went or anything, but yeah, so big difference from $1,200 for you know, concrete to $20 for iron.
Definitely true. You want to hear? I don't know if you heard about this story yet, but you know the cable machine that we use today.
Yeah.
I got that during COVID for free, which was from a super rich person. One of my buddies. You know, he works like maintenance on the field, and this whoever the family was so wealthy. When I'm driving up to the I don't even know what do you call it, a compound. I'm driving by and I'm and I'm going by these buildings and I go by and they all look the same. And I go, the guy's name is Steve. I go, Steve, what are those buildings? He goes, those are pool houses. Before I got to the house, I passed by 4 different pool houses. They were just pooled with their own house.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. And they donated to a school. They're gonna give it to the school program, but the school was afraid of the germs, so they didn't want it. So he called me up like, hey, we got this thing, but the catch is you have to grab it like now. And it worked out.
Funny. Yeah. So a school where you have a bunch of kids is afraid of germs from somebody else. That's crazy, man.
It worked out for us though.
Yeah, that's great. Man.
Oh, but if that fails, if you don't have weights, Supdog says I use disc brakes for weights. LOL. I get free 30-pound plates at work. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, those work. Those
you
ever see those African gyms on like in the YouTube videos and stuff?
Yeah,
they use car parts, engines and shit. Dude, them guys are huge, man. That works.
Definitely works. Definitely works. And he says the smaller ones are usually 8 pounds. Oh, so if it was about 8 pounds, we would probably hide one of those 8 pounds underneath our sets.
Why is my numbers so bad today? Man, every time I go to Nick's, my numbers suck. There's invisible weights.
Yeah, I like to hide weights. Maybe a 3, maybe a 5, sometimes a 3 and a 5.
With a bunch of friggin' 3-pound magnets stuck underneath it.
Yeah, but there's no number on them. They don't have a number on them, so they don't count.
You don't know. It's a mystery.
The old mystery.
Well, actually, that happened. Yeah, that's what happened today. Don't tell them the weight. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. A good surprise.
It's the Sayla surprise. She doesn't get to know the weight that she's lifting.
We gotta get we'll get some blinders for her next time. You know, just get to work.
Wait, I legitimately did.
She says she didn't look at the weight on purpose, but I still think that Maybe you don't even look at your hand and then you just lift it. You start to see your hand and then you start thinking about it moving. If you don't see it, then it can't move. It's just solid like iron.
We'll have to try it. That's another good idea. We're gonna have to try it out next week. So let's see. Josh says you boys have a great rest of the day. Later, chat. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you very much, Josh. You have a good day too, and remember to hit that thumbs up. Yeah, it was definitely a good day. The way I felt from yesterday's training. I really thought it was. I thought it was gonna be interesting. It was interesting, but definitely glad the way it ended.
Yeah, it worked out. It's the right I think it's the right order of exercises. You know, the intense stuff happens early, and same thing is I don't know. It's a little different, I guess, than do the smaller focus training like wrist and stuff in the beginning and then compound at the end, which is what I've been doing like at home. Worry about the flexors and the extent and the pronation and then do compound exercises at the end of the workout instead of the other way around, like what would be like a bodybuilder would do maybe. Um, but the intensity, the first one's intense, but not as quite as intense as the second exercise. And then it kind of like gets a little bit more tolerable after that. Still,
Mm.
still hard work, but not like put you in the hospital type stuff.
Yeah, the first two might have been something like that. Then that is funny. Sup Dog says you guys do rice bucket stuff. I haven't in a while. How about you, Brian? You ever do the rice bucket?
Not, and I have one somewhere. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it, and I don't um like the side pressure. For instance, like the side pressure exercise. I like it because it hurts, even though that it hurts and it sucks that it hurts. I know that I can, I know I'm getting something out of it. And the rice bucket hurts in a different way. It's just that burning, muscle burning, like it's it's almost like doing something for time because a lot of it is done for time. And I just don't enjoy it enough to do it consistently. But I do train my thumb and my fingers in different ways, and I like the way that I train them, the way that I do it. Um, so yeah, but I know I mean, there's other guys that swear by it.
Yeah, like Sayla's favorite arm wrestler, Matt Mask.
Matt
I think
Mask, the rice bucket.
he's a big fan.
Yeah, yeah, it is an insane pump, but I don't always think that the pump stuff really is the best for me personally. Just because I get a good pump on a recovery day, it's good to get a good pump to get blood in there, but I don't get a pump when I do the hardest shit that I've ever done. Like I feel it the next day and I feel it at the time, but it's not because I got a pump. Usually the pump exercise workouts, like when I get good pumps, I don't know that I did anything the next day a lot of times. But when I do certain types of things, weird, challenging, resistance, like that one thing I was telling you, it wasn't even a lot of weight. I don't think it's safe to do a lot of weight, but you isolate the wrist against the table here or against a pad or something, and you, from this angle, flexion against a cable, fast, pause, let it go and catch it. Fast, let it go and catch it. Now, lightweight is tolerable. Heavyweight, you could definitely injure yourself if you try and catch that. It would be like when you're trying to slam against, how guys break their arms when they're slamming weights on there. So that I would never recommend anybody to do with heavy weight, but lightweight doesn't seem like a lot until you get to about rep 4 and you go, oh, I caught it, but I can't even curl it back again. The next day, your whole forearm in here is like, oh, wow. Oh, now if I were to do 400 wrist curls like this, and I'd get this massive, gigantic gooseneck pump, I probably wouldn't even notice the next day necessarily compared to that. So I think different stimulus is good to play around with sometimes, but not consistently, you know.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
agree
just
with that. Yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. But I
because
think, yeah,
those.
I mean,
Go
what's
ahead,
that?
go ahead. Yeah,
I
go
was just
ahead.
gonna say that exercise you're talking about, I think if you were gonna go heavy with, I think you just need time to everything to condition up. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's yeah, absolutely.
Because there's a lot
Um,
of force, even with the lightweight, when you drop it and catch it, there's a lot more force being applied than the actual weight piece of the momentum,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, the pronation lift, the brachioradialis lifts and stuff like that. Those things you're maxing out, but you're not going to get a pump from it. You'll get pain, you'll feel it definitely. Your lock, you're going to feel it all through there, but uh, it's not like this crazy massive pump that you get where you can't move your arms and stuff. Um, that would be for recovery day. That's what I would do tonight, maybe after what we did today. I would go and try and get a pump later tonight. But for my strength training, I probably would avoid things that are going to pump me out. Even the pull ups, I added plates. I could have done sets of 12 or something like that. Probably pump my lats up and stuff, which just feels good. But if I want the most strength, I probably do 6 reps with a plate. It's probably better for me.
Yeah, I agree. Especially because you don't want to train your body to be pumped up all the time. Because the next thing you know, you're still arm wrestling your body. Just all right, it's time to get full
Yeah,
of blood. You
yeah,
want it to
yeah,
be,
yeah,
in and out. Same thing with lactic acid.
yeah.
Last thing you want in a match is to pump up. Don't
Mhm.
want that.
Yeah. Plus, there's a limit to size depending on what weight class you are. There's a you know there's a limit to how big your arms, your body can get before you're in the next weight class, and how
Unless you're
much that
Sam
size.
Mitchell,
Yeah, yeah, or
his
even
arms just keep
Garrett.
on getting bigger. Oh yeah, Tupper too. His arms keep
Yeah,
on getting bigger. 30-inch arms in the 154 class.
yeah, yeah. But you gotta, the bigger the muscle, the more blood it needs, and endurance wise, that can cost that. I don't know, uh, how much, what percentage of guys that are that jacked, let's say jacked, do better than guys that don't look like. Mendogas made a video about it. He's like, "Oh, they are body shaming me because I am not looking very athletic," but he smoked that dude who's huge. It's like that's insane, dude. It doesn't even make sense to normal people that even happened. And because that guy is strong too, Ustinov, that guy is crazy strong. His lifts are stupid. Like I can't even. I'm like that stuff. If you watch too much YouTube, Instagram reels, like you'll quit the sport just because of the lifts you see these guys doing, or you'll get hurt. Either way, you'll try it and get hurt, or you'll quit because you don't think you could ever be that strong. But some of these guys at these tournaments and stuff, they look like regular dudes, man, like regular dorky, like average Joes, and they are so insanely strong, you know. And that doesn't come from them going in and bodybuilding. Definitely not, you know.
Yeah, definitely putting in the work, building up the
Yeah.
joints.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sup Dog says, I do that exercise, but with bands, so it'll be hard to replicate. I add a rope and then run my motion into an isometric hole to get impact stuff. And then he says, I work in pretty safe ranges. And he says, the arms are huge. LOL.
Yeah.
That's a win. That's a win.
The you know that I know Lucky does it. The catch training, like the bounce training, where they put the
Oh, yep.
dumbbell on the end of a band
Yep.
and they put the lock on and they just that's good. That's pulse training type thing. That's pretty good. I don't really do that either. Um, but I'd say that'd be something to add, good to add. I don't know if I'd make it part of my regular training. You know, arms
Yeah,
are
it's something.
huge. Yeah. Actually, my biceps are getting bigger somehow, and I don't train biceps. I don't know how that's happening.
It's just meant to be, I guess.
Like, I don't train them like anymore. I did. I used to, and
I
I
would
kept it hurt.
I would say it's probably the muscles underneath the bicep getting bigger, like the brachialis is probably getting bigger.
Yeah.
Um, that's what that would be my first thought. I mean, I'm sure the bicep definitely has grown, but I would think more brachialis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pushing that
Yeah.
bicep up, making it look bigger.
Yeah.
But
It's weird. I used to do like, barbell. I was trying like strict curl and like really like max barbell and stuff like that. And I ended up hurting my arm. And so I'm like, I'm just not going to do it. And like, I don't use my bicep really the way that I arm wrestle so much. So I'm like, I'm just not going to train them. And like the past month, maybe I'm like, I flex and I'm like, what? Why? What is going on here? Why is my bicep bigger than I don't even train it? But I'll take it. I
that's a
will
win.
take it.
That's a win. Sup dog says, hop the weight? Question mark. Yeah. So it sounds like he's gonna try it out. But he says he's
Yeah.
focused on cardio right now and movement. Oh, that's good. That's
Mhm.
good. Good
Yeah, that's
recovery.
what I need to do. I need
Yeah.
real cardio, real not just walking anymore. I do that all day. I used to do burpees. I'd get home and I'd do burpees, like 100 burpees, try to do 100 burpees in 10 minutes or something. But that sucks too. I hate that. It kills you, but it's good for your endurance.
I wonder. There's got to be something. We'll just go down to the track and we'll just start doing sprints until everyone pukes.
That'll happen. Yep, that'll definitely happen.
That'll definitely happen,
I hurt my
especially with all the
elbow.
armors. What's that?
I hurt my elbow sprinting.
It happens, that uppercut.
I took Casey to the track and I'm like, oh, let's I was trying to get him to, some athleticism or whatever. And I'm like, we'll run the track. And then I said, all right, let's do some sprints. And I hit some sprints and I must have been, and I'm arm wrestling. So maybe that's what, like, I'm tight or something. And I flailed my arm maybe. And dude, I hurt my elbow. I'm like, I was running. How did I hurt my elbow running? So I'm old.
It beats the alternative. The alternative is death. But my what's up?
Drew says, oh, Mike, yeah, Mike likes burpees. Yeah. And then Drew says, do burpees with dumbbells in your hands. Hell no. I would die. I remember when I was doing them. Oh my God, dude, I would be pouring. So I would finish my 100 and then I got up to doing, it wasn't in 10 minutes, but I would just get my 100 done in 10 minutes. And then I would try and do as many more as possible. And I got up to doing 250, and it took me like 30 minutes or something like that to do 250 or maybe even longer. And then I would just like collapse on the ground and like pouring sweat. I'm not a sweater really. Like I don't sweat a lot, but that I would like uncontrollable sweating. Like, dude, burpees are no joke. And those are without the jump. Those are just standing, drop down, stand up, boom, like prisoner style ones. Yeah, they're no joke, man.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if no joke, I would say, well, sup, dog, keep trying. It will
Yeah,
work eventually.
never stop trying because we don't give up.
We're not quitters. You can
That's
tell from this
funny.
workout today.
That's funny.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
Drew, that might work. So, sup, dog, maybe change the words around to what Drew says.
yeah,
Very true. Very true. But on that note, maybe we'll end on a high note. Brian, is there
yeah.
anything you'd like to tell the people before we hop off?
I'm gonna eat chicken Caesar salad now. I hope you
Man,
all.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoy thinking about me eating chicken Caesar salad.
I think
And
they
I,
will.
and my Engen line, apparently, I have a Engen Terzi forehead. I didn't know.
Uh-oh, it's starting. It's
I'm in
starting.
Yeah, I'll be the villain now.
Every good story needs a villain.
That's nice.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Brian, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out Brian's channel. It's Brian Jones AW, right?
Yeah.
So make sure you guys check out that channel. A whole bunch of great stuff on there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.